What is up, guys? Michael Spivades here, coming to you with another product review. Today's review slash initial setup, whatever you want to call this, is on the Kanger Jupi kit. It is a very small kit, about the size of the knee box, maybe a little bit. It's a little bit thinner, but yeah, it is a very nice kit. So I'm not going to string this video out. Let's just get into this thing, get it taken apart, show you the pros and cons to it, and kind of a little bit of the basic features. Now this particular one, this is in stainless steel. The finish and quality is really nice. It wasn't cheaped out at all. It feels nice and heavy in your hand. So let's get into the tank first. We'll get this thing breaking apart. Now this does take the Kangertech JUPPI coil. Specific coil for this. Let me show you a little something cool about this. The way they designed this thing. The juice flow comes from this long big side of cotton right here that's fully exposed to soak up all through this coil. And then a little one on the other side just to kind of finalize this coil. This is a notch coil in this thing. If you're familiar at all with the theorem from Wismec, it is a similar coil to Wismec's notch coil. Also, I believe Joytech also has some form of notch coil as well. So, it is a top fill tank. Just unthread the top there. It is a Delrim drip tip on this thing. It is not changeable. You cannot change this drip tip. It does look like it has a 510 input there, so maybe you could add your own drip tip onto it if you want to. But, again, it's not changeable. So, pop this glass off here. This coil, originally I thought maybe it was rebuildable just the way it was designed. You could expose all this cotton with a long slot. I don't believe it is. I'm not going to pull this thing apart and find out because I don't have any spare coils here right now. But this is a 0.2 ohm coil in this. We'll unthread this here. You can see the base and the threads for the coil. So, it is, to me it looks like the base for the drip box coils, I believe. But yeah, anyway, we'll close this up. Now, I wanted to show you a con to this tank that I found so far. And again, this is pre-me vaping on this. I know nothing about this kit. I opened the box, read a little bit of the directions, read a little bit of the information, did some studies online on it. So I give you quality information on it. So, one thing I did notice I do not like. Doesn't mean that everybody's going to be the same feeling on it, but I do not like it. You cannot adjust the airflow. It is one setting only. You can't tighten the pull, you can't loosen the pull. That's it. That's where you're at. Now, put this thing back on the box. I want you to listen very carefully to something here. This is another subjective con. To me, it could be a con to me. I like perfection. Some people, it might not even matter to. You know, it's going to be the overall quality of this thing. But I want you to listen to this when I thread it back on. You hear that grinding? Let me take it back off. There you go. This plastic Delrim drip tip here, the grooves on this thing that help you actually grab it to open the tank up are hitting on this over here, the block of the actual mod. It makes a grinding noise. Again, it's a subjective con. I just wanted to point it out to you guys so you don't think that there's something wrong with it when you hear that noise, but yeah, that's what it is. So, into the mod. It is an 18650 single battery mod, magnetic door, very strong magnets on it. Kangertech's pretty good for that. The fire button's actually up on top here. So, that's kind of cool the way it is right there. So, we'll turn this thing on. 5 clicks turns it on. You can see the screen very clearly. And it is a 75 watt box. You can go up, down, whichever way you want to go. Now, the cool thing is, let me take it the whole way down here. You don't have to actually, if you're lower, you don't have to sit and wait for it to go around. It actually goes around. So, click it again, see, you're back at 7. So, it goes from 7 to 75. Resistance is from a 0.1 to a 2.5 on the coils. The Jupi coils only come in a 0.2 and a I believe, or 0.4, some odd number there. It is supposed to have a color changing feature to change the screen black to white and with black lettering then. But for some reason, he says in the instructions you hold the power up button, or the fire button and the power up button to change it. Well, I'm doing that and it doesn't change it. I've tried every single way possible. There's a con to it. It doesn't do what it says it's supposed to do. But to reverse the screen, you can hold these two buttons together and it flips the screen 180 degrees, like so. It is a temp mode. 4 clicks get you into temp mode, and it starts off with nickel. Another 4 clicks, titanium. Another 4 clicks, stainless steel, and another 4 clicks, nichrome. And then back to regular power mode. So pretty much that's all in all with this Jupi. Again, I pointed out some of the cons to it and the benefits to it. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to vape like, but with a notch coil, if anybody did any research on a notch coil and knows anything about a notch coil, the flavors on a notch coil are simply phenomenal. So I don't doubt this tank's going to throw some massive flavor out of it. Again, the cons to it versus the upside to it. It is small, so it's nice to slide in your pocket, or if you're female, in your purse, or anywhere along them lines. It is a removable 18650, so you can carry a spare battery with, throw a new one in, and it can charge through the USB port. Again, I always recommend external charging, but you can do it. So, would I go out and buy one of these? Yeah, I already have. Now I just got to put it together and actually vape on it so I can give you guys a proper review of my review. I like vaping on a product for a couple weeks, come back in one of my other videos and say, hey, recap of this product, this was amazing, or this was no good, or I want to be honest with these guys. So, I'm going to take mine, I'm going to vape on it in a couple weeks, and stay tuned to one of my other videos. I'll throw it in the beginning of another one of my videos of what my impression really is on this. But as of right now, I would definitely go out and purchase one. Not even vaping on it, just knowing that it has a notch coil, just seeing the design of the cotton and everything, I would buy one. It was definitely well worth the try. The price is cheap enough to do it. So, anyway, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to take one final vape here, and we're going to close this video down because it is getting pretty long, and I don't like keeping my viewers out too long. Again, it's Mike with Smooth Vapes. That's the juice I'm vaping on today. It is my Zombie Blood, my absolute favorite. You can purchase it at www.smooth-vape.com. And I'll leave you with this. These guys have a